Alright, hey everyone, how's everyone doing? Alright, so trying to do this video, but just to let you know, if you hear music, that's outside, and then my son, he's on the phone, so I have to do what I have to do. So before I get into this message, I want to say that if y'all still stuck with me through this process, again, thank you. I know that it's a lot to take in. Yeah, some probably believe me, and some probably scared of me, and some probably like, this is very interesting. It's a bunch of different things. I just want y'all to know that with the last video, when y'all see my head and all of that, that was real. I'm not faking nothing, okay? That was a real thing that was going on. And like I tell you, as soon as I feel something, I present it, because I feel like I have to do that so that y'all know that y'all don't schedule what I'm doing, so it don't look like there's loopholes. You know that this is real, okay? Still, you know, some people can believe, some people won't. I want y'all to know this: when it comes to the demonic world, it freaked me out, okay? I'm a loving person, caring person. I'm no different than anyone in the world that might be thinking some crazy stuff when somebody trigger you. We all done it. Somebody do some jacked up stuff, you might think in your head somebody pop them upside the head or something. You understand? However, for me to be in this position where now I'm the gateway for both sides, and now it's coming out and I'm seeing it, it's like, yo, how in the heck y'all do it? It's like a person that like to shoot, have a gun. Like, what is it? I went to like a gun range one time, and I shot a gun, and the bullet, I guess the shells was popping back in my shirt, and I'm like, as hot as this thing is, who would want to get shot by it? That's how I feel about the demonic world. Like, why would y'all dabble in this? This is some crazy stuff. That energy was strong, okay? That energy was strong, and for me to feel all these spirits come out and y'all messing with it, I don't get it. Why would y'all even do that? Why would y'all even allow yourself to receive that energy? But anyway, I want y'all to understand, for the ones that are dabbled in that, so some of y'all, you probably received that energy today. It could be tomorrow, it could be next week, but it's coming. All the energies come depending on the timeline it's supposed to come on. So, you know, however that go, it may go. Anyway, to my message, love language. Okay, so I want y'all to understand my love language. Do I like receiving things? Yes, I love surprises. Even though my brain tried to think ahead of time, I still love surprises, okay? You know, I love surprises. When it comes to like holidays and stuff, I'm not a big person about those things, because I've had so many bad ones. So when it comes to like special events and stuff, I don't get like hyped up like everybody else do, because when it's always a holiday or something always happens. So I just want to throw that out there. But my love language is actions. Yes, receiving gifts is amazing. I do like things. However, my actions is this: mean what you say what you mean. Okay, that's my love language. If you're coming and approaching me, I'd rather for you to come. If you don't like me, I'd rather you come to me and say, I don't like you. I will respect you more by saying that than coming to me and be like, hey, how you doing? You know, I really like what you say. You understand? My love language is honesty. Even if it hurt, my love language is honesty. But also just remember, I have feelings. So it's not what you say, it's how you say it. So just be mindful. That's it. If you do something wrong, because we all make mistakes, along you're not doing it out of hatred, along you're not doing it with ill-willed intents. Like, you might make a mistake and cut me off when I'm talking. I can handle that. You might end up, disagreeing with something I say. I can handle that. You might accidentally get excited by the idea that I'm talking about, and then, do something. I get it. We sometimes we get caught up in the moments. But the thing is, when you realize that maybe you took something of mine and thought and created it as your own, come back to me and say, hey, look, whatever I did, here's the credit for it. Or, hey, we can have a conversation. You can say, hey, well, is there a way we can collaborate on this together, or we work as a team on this together because I really am passionate about it, or this is something I might be new in, I understand that, okay? But if you just do something and then just give me the okie doke and think she'll be all right, we're gonna have a problem, okay? So just honesty. Be honest with me. Talk to me. Communicate with me. Don't leave me hanging. And what I mean leave me hanging is, if you know there's an issue, come to me right then and there and talk to me. I understand sometimes we might need to take a little bit of time away because we could be frustrated, but take your little time and then come back. I don't like to take issues to the next day. I've been down that road and it just caused chaos, okay? So if there's an issue, let's talk about it. Even if it hurt, if we gotta pull back for a second, we'll pull back for a second. If you see me get up and walk away, then I hit my limit. Let me walk away. Don't run behind me. Allow me to calm down on my own, because I handle things differently. I am a type of person, when I do get frustrated, I shut down, okay? But that's my way to get my nerves back. It ain't mean I'm gonna put something on you or hurt you. It's just my way of communicating. I'm so used to doing it. So when I shut down, I just get quiet. Either I get quiet, or I have to walk outside and sit outside for a little while, or I might take a drive, or I just listen to music. That's kind of how I do things. So for anybody that does come around me, if I do that, don't take offense to it. My silence is very loud. And what I mean by my silence is very loud, meaning that when I get quiet, it feels like you can hear a piece of cotton hitting the floor. It's like that. So it can make you feel unease, but don't take it wrong way. Because I will vocalize and say, hey, you did something, I ain't like this or like that or whatever. But if you come at me, put like this, I match energy. I match energy. That's where I'm at now. I match energy. Whatever energy level you come at, I'm going to match you with it. Then I'm going to take the high road and give you some information to help bring you back up to match my energy. That's high road. Okay? I will match you. So you can understand, I get what you're saying, I got what you're saying, depending on what it is, but I will elevate you back up out of whatever it is, even if you shot at me, okay? I'm not going to leave you hanging, because everybody learning, everybody on different levels. That's really the main thing. I'm like an easygoing person. I don't want y'all to be afraid of me or anything. This whole demon world thing, I don't want to do it. Okay, I don't want to do it. I like certain perks. Okay, I like certain perks. I like that I'm able to curse now. Okay, that's a perk for me. I like the fact that I can sit here and be comfortable with my body. I like that perk. I like that how I can be able to speak my mind the way I do. I like that perk. But when it comes out here to put hate on someone, I don't like that. Oh, the other perk, you piss me off, I might trip you. Okay, that's a small bad side. Okay, other than that, all that other stuff, I don't like it. And I need y'all to understand, I don't. I know it sounds like she playing this. I know she playing this. Nah, I do not like it, okay? It freaked me out earlier when I was going through those emotions. It literally freaked me out as it was happening. Like, I can see this stuff, y'all. When I say, like, I can see these spirits, it's like, y'all don't realize, I'm getting to the point where I'm starting to see things. I literally could see spirits coming out of the internet. They're like, these energies are in the internet. So I need y'all to also make sure y'all be mindful of what you watch. If you look at a lot of low vibration stuff, you receiving those energies. They coming through the internet. Freak a sniff and smell or a touch and go. They literally coming through the screen. Like they was coming through. So what was going on when it was coming through, it was like the ones that was in my system that was close enough to me, I pulled them out. So that's what happened. I pulled those out and I put them where, put them where they need to go at. But the other spirits that came out of me, those are the ones that the people have summons. That's different. That's different. But the ones that came out, those was actual aliens. Just to let you know. Like literally aliens. Like aliens, like crawling out aliens. But you don't have to worry. Don't sit back and be like, oh my God, I can't get on the internet and this and that. You fine. You been doing it. Just another day. Just believe and know that you're gonna be all right. If you start feeling, where your emotions is where you getting like mad and angry, change what you're looking at. If whatever you're looking at is making you depressed, change what you're looking at. It's that simple. Scroll to the next thing. Also, with that being said, whenever you're looking at stuff, if you look at like something on your YouTube or whatever, and it gives you like a sad feeling, go into the selection and click on it and put do not recommend. Keep doing it. That's how you take those energies out. You gotta keep clicking do not recommend this, because sometimes they'll see you like, I don't even want to say it because sometimes I say, well, I can say it, I don't care. Like accidents and all of that, be careful. If you're watching TV and you're looking at stuff, or somebody on the phone be like, hey, you hear about such an accident today? Watch what happens. Now your screen going to say accident. It's going to show you bad accidents. Whatever you talk about, if you talk about a lot of negative things, your screen will start showing those things. Just go into your system and keep putting do not recommend, and until it cleans it all out. But back to the message of love language. Reason why I brought this up is because I feel like a lot of people don't understand love language. So I'm gonna utilize something. I'm gonna just use me and Ye in this situation. I'm gonna call it what it is. So my love language is actions and communication. It's touch. It's feel. It's quality time. It's stuff like that. Family time. Just enjoying each other. My love language is music. Is a big thing. If anybody be around me, if you want to know how I'm feeling, listen to what I'm playing. Because whatever I'm playing, 9 times out of 10 is singing to you exactly how I'm feeling at that moment, word for word, for the most part, or depending on the mood I'm in. But if I'm mad and I got music on, it's telling you exactly how I feel at the moment. But at the same time, I do better now, so I'm more positive. But anyway, that's my love language, how I communicate. He's a buyer. You see me shaking? Okay. He's a buyer. His love language is buy. So if he pisses somebody off, he's just going to buy something for them, and that person going to be like, oh my God, thank you. And they'll forget what the heck the conversation was about. I ain't like that. Okay, we ain't going to get there with the okie doke, because you can have a whole closet of I'm sorry gifts and tell me to go in there pick one. I'm going to pick it out and take it, but I'm going to still say, now let's get to the issue. Let's figure this out, so we ain't got to go back in that closet for that reason again. That's how I am. So when people are in relationships, when you deal with somebody that wants to communicate and the other one is not a communicator, but they like to do gifts as it, you got to flip the roles. You got to reverse. So that means, so if he's a buyer and I'm a communicator, that means whenever I'm upset, he has to communicate, and when he's upset, I got to buy him something. Okay, not saying that it's like that all the time, but that's how you have to do it. The way in this world, when they say treat people the way you want to be treated, that's what it is. People only provide to you the way that they will want somebody to provide to them. So when you start noticing that a person responds to certain things, that's how you have to give it back to them, and vice versa. You can't demand a person. So for me, he can't demand me to be a buyer and accept the gifts and call it a day, and I'm supposed to be cool with that because that's his love language. No, he has to acknowledge that my love language is different, so he has to do things differently, because that's the only way I can understand. It's no different than if a person is speak English and the other one speaks Spanish. If a person speaks Spanish, you can't tell a person with English only. You can't talk to them. They ain't gonna understand what you're saying, right? So what the person that speak English would need to get somebody that knows Spanish and translate it back. It's like that. So when you're in a relationship with someone, whenever you get into like a disagreement or just a misunderstanding and you trying to get on good terms, remember what they do for you whenever they make that mistake. Whenever they do wrong, however they respond, you get that same back. Okay, so say for example, when a person gets upset, maybe they are tight, they have to walk away. right? Whenever they get upset, they walk away. So whenever a situation changes, then you do the same. Just walk away, because that's how they understand language. That's how they know how to be able to come back to a conversation. Some people have to walk away, get their mind right, clear their minds, clear their energy, so when they present their topic, they're not throwing old news on new news, okay? But if you notice if that's the pattern and you don't allow them to walk away, guess what? Now they're not going to listen to you, or the argument is going to be way worse, or it's going to take longer than it normally do. How many people, when y'all get into disagreement, the conversation could have been 5 minutes and now it's a 24-hour marathon, because you wasn't paying attention to each other's love language. Also, in love language, you have to communicate. When you communicate, even if a person is a gift buyer, you still got to learn how to communicate too, because that's how you will know when somebody from the outside is coming in and tainting the inside of what y'all have. Because when you don't communicate and you don't talk about things, about what's going on in your life, where you going, how you going, what you doing, how you doing, not saying that person got to know every single detail, but if you're not providing enough information, when the outsider come in and get in their ear and say something, it's easier to take on what they say, because you didn't provide enough directions onto the location you was going. And I'm not sitting here saying, well, as ladies do, if you ain't back in 5 minutes, you say you're going to the store, and you know the store 10 minutes down the street, what you supposed to be picking up might take about another 10 minutes. If you ain't back in 20 minutes, they ready to go off and think you at somebody else's house. I'm not saying that. Just when you about to leave, just say, hey, I'm going to the store, I'll be back in 20 minutes, and that be it. Instead of just leaving and just not saying anything. These are ways to love language. Some people that just want the confirmation and knowing. So then, just in case, if something happened, hold on, you say you be back in 20 minutes. Hey, I'm just texting, hey, are you okay? I just want to check on you, but you don't call back at exactly 20 minutes. Give it like at least 45 or an hour and just say, okay, all right, is everything all right? You can do it like that. You understand? But don't wait at 21 minutes. You said you was going to be here. Why you ain't here? You won't do it like that, okay? So if you leaving the house, just say, hey, babe, I'm going to go hang out with the friends. We're going to probably go over here to my cousin's house real quick. And after that, we might get something to eat over at this location. And I'll check back on you, see if you need anything, you want anything or whatever, that just to let you know. Okay, babe. People can trust that. But if you leave the house and you don't say nothing, you just be like, all right, I'll be back. When you be back, I don't know. Sometime, I don't know. I'll be back. Are you coming back tonight? Yeah, I'll be back. Now, when somebody come into their ear, they like, hey, such and such was at such and such place. Now they believe it because you ain't give no detail. Giving details not so much of having a tracker on, but it's also to make sure that you're safe at the same time for both parties. Because life happens. And when life happens, if you're not sure if something happened, how you know what's going on? Okay? Again, you can trust people, but you give people the opportunity to be, how can I say? It's just a trust thing. It's just communicating. If you know you ain't up to nothing, what's the problem? Okay? I'm not saying this is another way to keep a person from feeling like they need to go on your phone. Don't do that. I'm going to say this. If you already feel like you need to go into a person's phone to check what they doing, then you need to check yourself, because you're going through something. Okay? And if you're going through something, you need to ask yourself, is this a them issue or a me issue? Is it that they making me feel like I'm not knowing enough, or is it that I'm not secure within myself in this relationship? Because a lot of times people project that energy onto the other person, and it's not even their fault. It's because you're not feeling good about yourself and feeling happy. So that goes for men and women. So for the opposite sex or whatever, that's when you still need to say, those are when you have those gestures and let them know how beautiful they are, and notice the changes. A lot of times men and female make different changes to see if you notice. So acknowledge those changes, acknowledge those things, make them know that you still are attracted to them and you still care about them. I'm not saying you got to do it 24/7, but say it and mean it with conviction. Make sure you acknowledge them. Make sure that It's like you woo them every day. It's like each day you fall in love all over again. Okay, every day you fall in love every day, because each day you wake up is a new day that you couldn't even have. That it's a possibility you wouldn't have. So each day fall back in love with that person. It could be small gestures. It could be a little card that say I love you or I miss you. You could put it in a car. You could put it in the mirrors or something. It's little things that you can do to let that person know that you still love them and care without being clingy. And I'm not saying being clingy is a bad thing, because some people like that and some people don't. But my thing is, it's the little things that count. Sometimes we get so big and think that we got to go buy the most expensive thing in the world to show that we love. Well, all you had to do was give them a hug that day. Just give them the biggest hug and just say, I love you and I appreciate you. Saying appreciation and showing appreciation, two different things now. But it's all part of love language. It's like small gestures, like taking out the trash. When she normally have to tell you to take out the trash, just get up one day and say, I'm going to do it. Make sure she don't have to say nothing. And I know the way I said it sound like that's your mama, but it's not that. It's just showing appreciation, saying, you know what, I do recognize what you do, and vice versa. Ladies, when a dude is out here, y'all, okay, I'm going to say this. They don't do it like this anymore. But if you know your dude work long hours, there's nothing wrong with getting up a little bit early and fixing his lunch and stuff, so that when he get up, he can have everything together and walk out the door. Or hey, the night before, and be like, hey babe, you think in the morning you want something to eat? Fix a little sandwich or something, so he ain't gotta go stop or whatever to get something. He getting that love before he leave out the door. Alright, ain't nothing wrong if right there he has a long day, 12, 16-hour shift, and have food ready. You know what time he getting off. If you been home all day long, instead of sitting there buying pizzas and cheeseburgers, fix a meal. God, they're gonna get a warm-up meal and put it together or something. It's so many things y'all can do. Vice versa for the men. You can do the same. Hey, take the kids, take the kids in the room, or do something. Take the kids out, take them to the park or something, or give her some time so she can feel like they can breathe or whatever. This is love language. This is love language. It still shows I appreciate you, not for just who you are, for what you are, but for who you are. You understand? Not for what you do, but because you love me, because you support me. Excuse me. You're a team. Act like it. Be like it. Shut free. Act like it. Be it. Be the team. Be the all-star team of your family. I don't care if you got 2 players, 3 players, or 10 players. Be the all-star for your family. And not just showing the love language is not just for the adults. Get the same love language to the kids. Sit back sometimes and just look at the kids and just say, I'm proud of you. I love you. You're doing amazing. I appreciate you. Kids have love language too. You understand me? You ain't got to buy stuff all the time, but just at random, you know what, son? I'm proud of you, man. I'm proud. Like, you've been handling your business. You're doing good in school, or you cleaned up the room. You picked up you picked the pants off the floors. I ain't had to say anything. I'm proud of you, baby girl. You doing good. You know what? You doing good in school. You've been handling yourself. I'm proud of you. I love you. It's that simple, y'all. And you ain't gotta make it that hard. I do it with my kids all the time. I don't care. It's the smallest thing. I'm always saying, I'm proud of you. I love you. That's amazing. That's great. I don't care what they draw, what they do. I try to hold it. I try to do whatever I can. You understand? Whatever they into, I'm into. We into it together. I don't care if I don't know it. We're gonna learn today. That goes for relationships. Same thing. It's nothing wrong with learning the things that the other person likes. So say for example, the dude likes going to pool hall and play pool. Yes, I understand he needs his free time. Let him get it. But at the same time, hey, just say, babe, if you want, I'll come with you. And you don't mean you got to play. You can just go and just watch. Hey, can I come? I just want to watch you. Is that okay? You know what? Come on. Just come on, watch. Matter of fact, I'll show you how to play. You understand? Small things. Start small. I don't care if they're going fishing. Everything got to, and just to let you know, one of the biggest love language for men is quiet. See me jerking. He agreed. The biggest love language for men is peace and quiet. Okay? We can talk. we can talk, okay? Even I tell myself to shut up sometimes, because that masculine side kick in, be like, pump your brakes, come back. Yes. When you learn how to balance, you will know when that radar is saying you hitting the limit, you come back. So even for myself, like when it comes to me and Ye, we can hear each other. Like earlier, I literally could hear him. Like when I say hear him, I don't know if you can hear that music. I can hear him like if I'm on the phone. And so that let me know my energy level is going up. As you can tell, I'm talking faster. My energy level has went up. And I apologize for me talking super fast, but it's because my energy level. But anyway, even for him, he can hear my thoughts. He gets upset with me, y'all. Do you know that? He gets upset because sometimes I turn my thoughts off. Do you know he's on call 24/7? I can be loud in his ear all day long and yap in his ear all day long, and I still don't do it. I had the opportunity to do it. I can do this conversation 24/7, and a lot of times he gotta shake me just to say something. See that? He's shaking me now. Like, yeah, he has to shake me, and he'll get mad at me like, you ain't say nothing to me today. Oh, my bad. You there? I'm here. You good? That's all that matters. I'm happy. You happy. Like, peace. Peace. And that's the crazy thing. Like, I literally can talk his head off all day. He wants me to talk his head off all day. See, he's shaking me again. I don't do it. Okay? It's like a mystery. I kind of pull back because I want him to want more, but at the same time, I'm not going to give him more to like overdo it to the point that he don't want to communicate. You have to know your balance. God, dog, my butt is hurt off this floor. Oh, sorry, y'all. I'm on the cement. But anyway, like, ladies, sometimes just sit back. Just sit back and be quiet. Just be quiet, because in the midst of quietness, you will start hearing their voice. So y'all talk so much, so much. It's like, do y'all know that men be about to tell the truth about something or give you these information, but y'all cut them off so quick that they just say, you know what, forget it. Everybody telling some information to you that you really need to hear, and they be like, you know what, forget it. Y'all cut them off because you want to have the right. You want to have the last call. You want to feel the power of control. Have self-control. Sit your behind still. So if you want to know your husband or your significant other, whatever you want to call them, excuse me, be quiet. Just be quiet. I don't care if they watching something, nothing. Just be quiet. Be completely quiet. Don't say nothing all day. Just go a day without saying anything. You can still be in the same room. Yeah. And just be quiet. I bet you they'll start holding a conversation. I bet you they're going to start telling you stuff and be like, you know what, you was quiet there. You know what, hey, guess what, this on my mind. That's on my mind. And you realize like they got more thoughts than what you thought they had. So allow yourselves to sit back and just listen to the peace and quiet, because sometimes the peace and quiet has more volumes, more sounds, more energy, more. The quietness actually tell you more about a person than when you speak it. Okay, so these are form of love languages, and guys, I understand they like to talk. I mean, we like to talk. See, that masculine side jumped on. But you see, females like to talk. Allow yourself to open up. You with the person. And I understand being vulnerable is a hard thing to do, especially when you're used to people taking what you say and making you feel bad for even showing some type of compassion or softness. But if you're going to be with this person, you're going to have to test the limits. Okay? And if you don't test those limits, then why are you keep driving on the same lane? You need to find another lane to get into, okay? Because our lives, we only allotted a certain amount of time on the earth each time we come back. You don't want to waste your time driving on this road to nowhere with someone that ain't even trying to vibe with you. And if a person, all they want is to be with you for the material things, you got to ask yourself, is that all you want them for? If so, then that's your love language, then go at it. But it's a lonely road when you with someone and you don't have no one to truly hold. So allow yourself to understand who you are, love who you are, Be vulnerable about who you are to the person that you want to be with. Get onto the same page. Understand the volumes that y'all have, so whenever y'all go mute, nobody won't split up and ask for half. On that note, y'all have a blessed day.